Let's make this whole set in less than 10 minutes. But first, we got to talk about the heart chakra, which brings me to rose quartz. You can find it in a raw form or as a polished stone just like this. You can also find it in many of your jewelry designs. You'll see lighter reflections and darker, and sometimes even this one here, like a strawberry one. Then we have rhodonite. Rhodonite is absolutely gorgeous with this contrast to a darker, rich pink and black. It does support your emotional state. It balances your self-worth. It's a wonderful stone for gift giving. If you know someone who's going through a loss or grieving, this is the perfect stone for it. It just helps the heart heal a little bit faster than it normally would. Now we have aventurine. Aventurine is not to be confused with jadeite. A lot of people confuse this stone with jade. But one thing they do have in common is that they both do attract wealth and stability in your finances. And now we're going to talk about the star of the show, which is moss agate. Just look at the deep, rich green that this rock gives. It's absolutely stunning. And not only do I love it because of the richness of the color, but it's actually a stone that speeds up recovery. So if you know someone's ill, it definitely helps to have this stone next to their skin. Now let's get started with the materials you're going to need. Let's start with jewelry wire. I'm using 7 strand. You'll need some spacer beads for decoration. I have 2 extra large ones here for one at each end. You also have to have some pins. I like the ones with the little decorations at the very tip of it, but you don't have to necessarily use these ones. Any pins will do. You'll need a chain. Most of these come already pre-made. I have one at the end with a lobster clasp, and you can add an extension at the end if you want. Also the beading beads of your choice, and I am using the moss agate. You can see why they call it moss, because they have that little indentations on the inside that look like moss. Absolutely gorgeous grain. You're going to need your wire cutter. You're going to need your crimp bead tool, a flat nose plier. I like the one with the curve at the end. It's just better to grip. And you're going to need your looping tool. If you have not watched the video where I talk about the tools, the 5 or 7 basic necessity tools that you'll need, go ahead and check that video out because that'll explain to you a little bit more about what these tools do.